I don't expect anyone to believe this. Hell, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't been there. But I need to get this out before the dream saw, whatever they are, drive me insane. This happened last February, near Unalaska, Alaska. My best friend Jake and I had been planning this ice fishing trip for months. We'd done winter expeditions before, but this time we were going deeper into the Aleutians than ever. Just two guys, a pop-up ice shelter, and miles of frozen wilderness. The first day was perfect. We drilled our holes in the thick ice, set up the tent, and cracked open a couple beers as the line settled. The bay was so still, you could hear the creaks and groans of the ice shifting beneath us normal stuff. By nightfall, we'd caught a few decent cod and cooked them right there on the portable stove. Jake joked that we were living like kings. The second morning, something felt off. No wind, no seabirds. The usual chatter of seals in the distance was gone. Just silence. Jake shrugged it off. Maybe a storm's coming, he said, but the sky was clear. That night, I woke up to a sound I'll never forget, a low, vibrating hum, like a cell phone ringing underwater. It came from beneath the ice. I shook Jake awake. You hear that? He sat up, listening. Then, slowly, he nodded. We unzipped the tent and shined our flashlights across the ice. Nothing. Just our fishing holes, dark and still. Then the humming stopped. The next night, it got worse. We were playing cards when the ice knocked back. Not a crack, not a groan, a knock, like something was tapping from below. Tap, tap, tap. Jake froze mid-deal. What the hell was that? Then it came again. Tap, 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 tap. A pattern. I grabbed the ice auger like a weapon. Jake laughed nervously. Dude, it's just the ice shifting. But then the water in one of our fishing holes rippled. Not from wind, not from fish. Like something had brushed against it from underneath. By the fourth day, we should have left. But we were stubborn and stupid. That night, Jake shook me awake, his face pale in the glow of the lantern. Listen, he whispered. Scratching, not above us. Beneath the tent, slow, deliberate drags against the ice, right under where we slept. Then thud. Something had bumped us from below. We bolted outside, flashlights sweeping the ice. Nothing. Just our holes, black and still. Then Jake's light caught movement near one of them. The water was rising. Not overflowing, bulging, like something was pushing up from beneath. The surface tension held for a second, then ruptured. A hand shot out, not human. Too long, too many joints. The skin was fish-belly white, peeling like old paint. It groped the ice, fingers flexing, before slipping back under. We didn't speak, we just ran for the snowmobiles. We were halfway there when the ice exploded behind us. I turned just in time to see Jake yanked off his feet. 1 second he was running, the next, he was on his back, sliding toward the jagged hole where the thing had burst through. He screamed my name. I lunged for him, grabbing his jacket, and then I saw it. A mass of tangled limbs, white as bleached bone, surging from the water. No face, just a gaping, toothless mouth and too many arms, all reaching. I pulled. It pulled harder. Jake's scream turned wet as the thing twisted. Crack. His arm came free in my grip. Not torn, unraveled, like rope. The thing dragged him under. The ice sealed like nothing had happened. I made it to town. The cops called it a polar bear attack. No body, no search, but I know what I saw. And now, when I close my eyes, I hear it again, the humming, the knocking. Worse? Last week, I got a voicemail, static at first, then breathing. And a voice that wasn't Jake's, but used his words. You left me here. The call came from a dead number. I think it's still waiting. And when the ice sings this winter, I think it'll call again. I wasn't supposed to be in the Blackwater Valley that October. No one was. The area had been closed since '92 after a forestry crew vanished, but I needed a shortcut back to Whitehorse after my caribou hunt. My truck's CB radio had been picking up strange chatter all morning, just fragments between the static. At first, I thought it was truckers. Then I realized the voices were too old. The first transmission came at dawn. "They're 4 to base. We've found. Oh God, it's in the trees." Then static. I figured it was some idiot messing with emergency channels. But an hour later, the radio crackled again. "Not human," repeating. "The tracks are not human." This time, there was something else wet. Clicking noise in the background, like knuckles popping. I turned the radio off. I woke up at 3:17 a.m. to my truck's engine running. I hadn't started it. The CB was blaring white noise, and my hunting rifle, which I always unload at night, was propped against the passenger seat, round-chambered. The dashboard clock said I'd been asleep for 14 hours. Outside, the trees were wrong. The pines along the road stood perfectly straight, except for one every few yards, bent at the same unnatural angle, like something massive had brushed past them. That's when I saw the figure. At dusk, just beyond my headlights, a man in a 70s-era forestry uniform stood motionless in the road. His face was shadowed by his hard hat, but his posture was off shoulders, slumped too far forward, arms hanging limp as ropes. I hit the brakes. He didn't move. Then the CB erupted. They're mimics. Don't trust the faces. The figure's head twitched upward. No eyes. Just smooth skin where his features should have been. I floored it. The truck plowed right through him, no impact, just a static-filled shriek from the radio as the man dissolved like smoke. I tried to leave. The roads looped back to Blackwater. That night, the CB turned itself on. A new voice, calm and clear. "Subject escaped containment. Initiate Protocol 1972. Burn the tapes." Then a child's whisper. "Daddy, I'm in the radio now." My flashlight died. Outside, something scraped metal claws down the truck's hood. I woke up in Whitehorse Hospital. They found me 50 miles from Blackwater, truck abandoned, babbling about the old broadcasts. My rifle was missing, so was the CB radio. But last night, my television switched to static at 3:17 a.m. Through the noise, I heard it. "We're still broadcasting. Come find us." And in the static, something moved.